Normally I do appliance videos, but today we're doing something a little bit different. I drink a lot of soda pop, as you may know, and it's not the healthiest thing either for your body or your wallet. And I've decided to install a water filter at my shop to save a bit of money. And I live in Ohio and we're kind of going through Mad Max times right now. So a water filter is probably a really good thing for me to have. And I want to show you how to install it as well as some simple troubleshooting because I have nothing else better to do today. So let's go ahead and install a water filter on this sink that we use at our shop. Let's get to it. A single filter replaces this much bottled water, and I'll have a link in the description for these filters, by the way. The very first thing that we want to do is inspect the faucet for threading. You're likely going to have to find the threading hidden under a filter cap, which most standard faucets like this one have. Often when trying to unscrew the faucet filter cap, it's not going to be easy between it being slippery or just never being taken off before, so consider using a jar opener or a pair of rubber gloves to add some extra grip to help you. When you have the cap finally off, inspect the threads of the faucet for the appropriate filter adapter. The manufacturer included 4 of the most common styles, and make sure to note that most of these styles have rubber O-rings in between the cap and the faucet, and they love to fall out when you inspect them. If you can't find the right adapter, Pur, the manufacturer, does have other adapters available on their website that they can send you if you contact them. Sometimes the threads of the faucet could be corroded or damaged if you have an old filter that was taken off accidentally, and you can use either vinegar or a CLR to clean the threads if or as needed. I didn't need to do that on this unit, however. The adapter for this faucet simply screws on counterclockwise, and then we are good to go. Next, take the filter system out of its bag. You want to unscrew the cap to access the filter area. Next, take the filter out of the sealed bag. To install the filter to the filter system, just place it in the middle of the filter housing with the peg pointing down into the filter housing. You may need to rotate the filter a little bit, but it should slot into place, and then you want to press and snap it into position. Once done, screw the cap back on and we are ready to install the entire unit. To install the system, simply press it into whatever adapter you've selected and it will snap into place. It's really just that simple. But before you get excited to filter out the vinyl chloride in your water, you need to flip the switch from the flush position to the 90-degree angled position. With this done, you want to start running cold water through the filter. Make sure you never use hot water through the filter. Run it for 5 minutes non-stop, and this will make sure that the filter is ready for use. Anytime you replace a filter with a new one, you want to run it again for 5 minutes each time. When water first starts flowing through the filter, you'll see the green light flash about 6 times. You want to wait till these green lights stop flashing, which is about 5 seconds, before filling up your cup with water, so the old water and the filter can be flushed out with fresh, clean, good water for you. And that's it. Now we have clean, delicious tasting, totally not toxic Ohio water for me to drink. Now let's go over a few additional things. To take the filter off, simply press the 2 white tabs in to release the filter system from the sink. You don't have to do this to change the filter, but I like doing it for more room. The system will give you typically a red LED light if it's time to replace the filter, which is after 3 months or 100 gallons of water that has been processed through the filter system, whichever comes first. Sometimes it may keep blinking red even after a filter replacement because the switch hasn't been reset, so let's go ahead and fix that in this video. Unscrew the cap of the water system and remove the filter on the inside. In the housing, you're going to see this plastic toggle switch. This resets the system that gives you the warning signal. Sometimes this plastic tab can get stuck, and usually to unstick it, you can use your fingers or a pair of tweezers to remove any debris or jammed media that could have prevented it from releasing and resetting with the new filter. There is also a battery inside this system that is non-replaceable that, if it is low, would just simply not work at all. Next, let's say the water either stops flowing through the filter or it only drips out rather than streams out like it is supposed to. Take the filter out of the filter housing and simply shake it really hard to shift around the filter media inside the housing. You could even tap the filter hard against something to loosen the media to reset it. Make sure to run the water for a minute in the filter before reuse to allow the filter media to sit. If that doesn't work, look for clogs or other buildup in the filter system or your faucet itself. Make sure you're actually getting water to the sink. Finally, of course, to replace the filter, just take it out of the housing, put the new one in, and make sure to run it in the filtered mode for 5 minutes. Each one of these filters saves about 750 plastic bottles, which is a pretty good deal. Have a great day.